Hello, ISDS 2000 online students on this wonderful fall 2011 day. Wanted to touch base with you because you have just finished your first set of homework assignments and your first exam number 1. So give yourself a big pat on the back because you've completed that first milestone. Now, I wanted to just talk to you about what lies ahead. One of the things that lies ahead is your grades for Learning Project 1 and your extra credit work. Know that that is very important to me. It's top priority this week. I am doing a little traveling for the college right now, which has me a little off schedule, so please bear with me, but know that it's very important to me to give you that feedback on your grades. And I know that you worked hard, and I'm going to give you that feedback for that, okay? Now, in addition to that, let's look at the schedule. If I can flip that around here. And on our schedule, it says that you should be working on Chapter 5 this week. And one of the big reasons for that is because at the end of the first week of October, which is next week, you are going to have exam number 2. We're going to test immediately after we cover Chapter 5. This is a transitional chapter. It covers probability, so it's important that you stay current. Don't delay. Do a little bit of homework every day. Go out there and do that Connect work. You'll get faster at it. It'll process. Some of you had to learn that lesson on that first homework assignment set where now you really understand how it can build up on you. And that to try to do it all in 1 or 2 nights, ooh, that's tough. It's frustrating. That's going to get worse as the semester goes on. Don't forget, you have another learning project number 2. You're going to watch YouTube videos, very educational, show you how to solve business statistics problems. Also, I highly encourage you to do the extra credit assignment for Chapter 5. It teaches you to use Excel to solve statistical problems. Now, if you are a TI-83, TI-84 person, hopefully you're looking at the content section in PAWS and you see the links that I've given you there. There's some tips and tricks for using your calculator. Also, some of the YouTube videos, the instructor will actually put their calculator in front of the camera so that you can learn how to do some of these functions. So we're giving you the information you need in every conceivable way. Calculator, Excel, but ultimately you have to do the assignments in Connect. That's where you're going to get sharp, and that's how you're going to prepare for exam number 2. When is exam number 2 again? Exam number 2 is this weekend of October 5th through the 7th. Now, before we focus too much on the future, let's pat ourselves on the back, pat yourself on the back one more time, because for exam number 1, 17 of us are out there actively participating. The average was an 84. Now, if you think about the homework and that your goal was to make an 85 or above, you can see that that had payoff in the exam because, again, your class average is a very solid mid-level B, okay, and that's good. And now you're going to keep pushing yourself and pushing yourself to do better and better and better. In fact, as I look over here, I see that one person has already completed part 3 of Chapter 5 in Connect. Now remember, or if you haven't looked, look at Chapter 5 in Connect because there's 3 parts and you need to do all 3 parts, okay? Now, only one person is out there. I'd like to see that number get higher, but as I look at Chapter 5 Part 2, I see that I've got 2 folks out there. I am not even worried that that average is a 50% because I know that that's going to continue to go up and up and up. In fact, if I look at Chapter 5 Part 1, I'm going to guess these same 2 students have already scored 100% because, as you know, the only way that the class average for those 2 students could be 100% is if they've both gotten top scores. And that's exactly the way to do it, very methodically. Do Chapter 5 Part 1, then Part 2, then Part 3. Now, don't forget Learning Project 2. Don't forget your extra credit work if you have time to do that. I think it's going to be helpful. But you're kind of seeing how the class works now. Do the homework, especially in Connect. It prepares you for the exam. Don't fall behind because the next deadline is going to come up on you very, very quickly. Hang in there, keep up the good work. You're doing a great job. And of course, as you know, if you have questions, copy and paste the entire problem into an email. Tell me the steps that you've taken, the work you've done, and I'll try to point you in the right direction. Thanks.